Hi everyone, Chris Mooney here. I'm standing in front of Spider Hall in the Queally Athletic Center. It will be the new home of Spider basketball, and we want to show you how much hard work and where we are in our progress with our practice facility. So we're here in the area where will be the locker room and player lounge. When we were originally designing it, we wanted to have this particular space be very much for the players. You know, the players will spend a tremendous amount of time here before and after practice, weightlifting, treatment, study hall. So we really wanted to make this for them. So everything from the space where it was in relationship to the court and to the weight room and training room and academic support, and then how the space was laid out, and determining how much space we wanted to give the locker room, how much we wanted to give the lounge, and then when we get up there through the finishing touches of the furnishing, the TVs, the access to snacks and food and beverages, things like that. We wanted to make this space totally about the players. We're right here in the weight room, training room, hydro room area. So this area right here will be really steps from the guys' locker room, steps from the court. And in fact, the weight room will have a glass door that faces out onto the court. And so a garage door where our guys can do some of their exercises on the court when that garage door is open. This is the first part of the weight room, and then behind that wall will be the second part of the weight room. This is really probably one of the biggest improvements that this facility will provide. We're coming from the court, and this side is the strength and conditioning training room, hydro room. On this side will be the locker rooms, and in that hallway will be a refueling station, which is a kitchen. We'll have a refrigerator. We'll have that stacked with fruit, snacks, bars, wraps, things where the guys can grab and go. So I'm right here, would be about the top of the key to one of the goals in the practice facility. This is the long end of the court. When we designed the facility, what was very important to us was to have enough court space. A lot of the practice facilities in college basketball have the two main baskets and then maybe another two baskets that interfere with the court, with the main playing surface. We really wanted to have as many goals as we could possibly get. The Robins Center has been where we practiced, and for the most part we can only have 2 goals in the Robins Center, so we really wanted to have a place where we could have as many goals as possible. We'll have 6 here, and the design is what they call a court and a half. A court and a half meaning you have the one full court, the main court, and then the 2 side courts on this side. The 3-point line will not interfere with the main playing court. There'll be 2 more goals on that side where we could have actually a high school level game. So 84 feet from baseline to baseline going sideways. A college court 94 feet on the main playing surface. What we decided to do here was to carve out a section of our storage and to make that a video room for our players. So as we'll walk in here, there'll be barn doors here that open. And as we come in here, we'll have 2 rows of seats for our players. And the video board, the TV, and the dry erase boards will be on either side. So we'll be able to pop on and off the court to watch video right off of the practice facility. So literally, you'll come out of the video and you'll take 3 steps and you'll be inbounds on the court. This balcony will be a place where where visitors can come and watch practice. So we'll have, as you can see, it's pretty good size. We'll have a number of visitors, whether it be recruits or fans. Some of our fans that come to practice will maybe be able to sit up there and oversee all of practice. It'll be a great viewing area for someone to come in and see the Queally Athletic Center. So over my shoulder will be the entrance to Spider Hall, which will lead to the Queally Athletic Center. So you can see the overhang here in the entrance. This will be a 2-story glass facade, which will be really spectacular. And then you can see the brick of Milhiser Gym, which will stay intact. So everything in Milhiser will stay intact and now be the one wall of Spider Hall. So Spider Hall will be a big, grand 2-story space that looks directly out onto the court. So I'm standing right here at center court of Milhiser Gym, and Milhiser Gym will now be converted to a lower level and a mezzanine that's been built up top. The up top level will be the basketball offices for men's and women's basketball, including head coaches' offices, assistant coaches' offices, conference rooms. The lower level or first floor on the actual hardwood of Milhiser Gym will be the academic support staff and academic support for all of athletics. We're here in the Queally Athletic Center. This is a classroom that we're going to preserve and maintain and use this as a tiered classroom. There will be 3 tiers of seating that face the front. It'll have video capabilities where we could watch video with the entire team, maybe before or after a game, or the following day after a game. The room is beautiful, and we'll be able to maintain this room, and the windows there will actually overlook the practice court. So if you wanted to come in and take a look at the practice facility or whatever was going on in the gym, you would be able to do it from this classroom. So I'm standing now in the Queally Athletic Center recruiting room, and as you can see, this room will have windows on 2 of the walls, and the view right over my shoulder is Robins Stadium. Spiders are practicing right now, so we don't want to give too many secrets away. But this will be an area where we sit down often or mostly with recruits during the course of the visit and have a serious conversation about the opportunity that they have at Richmond, the tradition that the program has, those types of things. And we'll have a gigantic television screen to show highlights of the prospect, highlights of Spider games, the atmosphere at the Robins Center.
Roussell from Spider Women's Basketball here at the Queally Athletic Center. A couple things about this facility that I'm really looking forward to. You look at just what everything can do for our student athletes. They can kind of be here, from the study space that they're able to have here, from the fueling and everything for their bodies, the rehab. This really can be kind of a one-stop shop for these guys. And hopefully while they're here, you find some time to get in the gym and work on their game. I really think this is gonna be a huge thing for our current student athletes. I think what this does is really shows our current student athletes the support they have from our university administration, our athletic administration, our donors. This truly can be kind of like the crown jewel of what their student athlete experience should be here at University of Richmond. I just think there's so many things that our university can offer. When we talk with potential student athletes, with recruits, there's so many great things. We talk about the education, talk about the opportunities once you get out of here. But I think what this does is kind of puts us on a somewhat level playing field with some of the schools and programs that we aspire to be.